Foam rolling for the lats and the teres major and minor. Okay, I'd like to start with that foam roll right in the armpit. Body straight up and down. As I start to work down the lats, I'm going to rotate my body backwards just a little ways, right to about the mid-back area, and then rotating my body back to that straight up and down position once I've reached the armpit again. So this is what it looks like. Okay, next we're going to isolate the teres major and minor, and instead of rolling on the roller so much, we're just going to rotate our body over those tender, tight fibers. So right here, I'm just going to come in just a little ways and then back. So not as much motion, not as much movement. These are muscles that are much smaller, and in a lot of cases they'll be a little more tender than the lats are, so you'll really kind of feel them. And again, after you've kind of warmed them up, brought the blood flow in, broken up some adhesions, go ahead and do a little static compression, just pushing your weight down 3 to 5 seconds, and then release. Get a little more hyperperfusion of the blood rushes in, those muscles relax a lot easier. So there you have it, lats and teres major and minor. Foam rolling for the thoracic paraspinals, rhomboids, and traps. We're just going to start off, nice broad contact. You can rest your hands on your chest or rest your head on your fingertips. Bringing in that blood flow, warming up those muscles. Okay, now we can kind of favor it one side versus the other, so a little more pressure on the right. Moving over to the left side, a little more pressure on the left. Okay, you can spend a little bit more time there if you like. Next we're going to go into the rhomboids and the traps. So we want to separate those shoulder blades. Okay, and I do that by crossing the arms here. And again, you can keep rolling, broader contact initially, and then get a little bit more into the rhomboids, a little higher into those upper traps. Isolating a little bit more on the right side now. After a while, we're going to rotate over to the left side. Make sure you kind of bring your shoulders forward just to separate those shoulder blades. And there you have it. Foam rolling for the thoracic paraspinals, rhomboids, and traps. Foam rolling for the chest, or the pecs, is next. We're going to start with the right side. For this one, I'm going to have you come down a little bit further, down to one end of the foam roll. We're going to start with that right arm up and above. Start right in the armpit, and we're going to work laterally in that chest area, eventually coming forward. Working a little bit closer to the sternum or the front of the chest. And then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So left arm up and above, foam roll right in the armpit. We're starting laterally. That starts to warm up. I'm bringing my hips down and a little more pressure towards the sternum. So there you have it, foam rolling for the pecs.